Hey everybody, it's Wesley King from DJ Times Magazine. I'm here with another quick video review. This time around, it is the Denon DJ MCX8000 DJ controller. Now, I first saw this back in Anaheim at Winter NAMM 2016, and since then it's been getting a lot of buzz. It seems to be the talk of social media lately, and I think it's for a good reason, so I can't wait to tell you a little bit more about it. Now, the MCX8000 really does kind of continue what I see as a bit of a trend in DJ controllers toward controllers that are big, beefy, much more capable. It seemed like the trend for a while was toward compact, really simplistic. Of course, that kind of limits the capabilities, right? But now we're getting these much more professional, big, beefy things like this guy, and it's kind of neat to see because there are so many great capabilities built into this, and I'll tell you about some of them. I'll skip all the usual stuff. Frankly, this has all the things that you would expect around queuing and slicing and hot cues and all the rest of that. Of course, EQ and all of what you would kind of expect to see. So what really is unique, however, about the MCX8000? Well, first is its capability to operate in a completely standalone mode without any laptop computer of any kind. And what Denon calls that is their engine mode. So you can certainly easily do that, and I love that idea. It has these dual color displays that let you have a lot of visibility and control into your music library when it's operating in this mode. When it's in engine mode and you stand alone, about the only thing I dislike is that the effects that are included with it are a little bit wimpy. What they've got here are echo, phaser, and noise. I think if it were up to me, I probably would have put a flanger in it or something like that, but each to their own. But the effects aside, really you get a lot of capabilities. You can use the standalone Denon engine software to analyze your music library and get everything organized, and then you can just transfer it to a USB key or USB hard drive to connect to the controller, as I've done here. And when you do that, you get all of your metadata. If you use things like mixed in key and you've got that in your ID3 tags, that comes across and you can see that, filter by it, access your music by it. It's really kind of cool. But in addition to this standalone engine mode, this really is a full function professional controller for the Serato DJ software, the popular Serato software. You get everything that you might expect. And of course, the effects, which are limited when it's standalone, when you are using it with Serato, you've got the full slate of effects that are available to you in Serato. So that's no longer a concern, but so much flexibility. And what I like about it, though, is it feels great, and you would expect it, I think, for a controller in this class. The buttons feel great, the sliders feel good. I mean, just everything just feels so high-end and nice. But I think probably the most important single thing along those lines, at least to me, is how the rotary encoders, the platters, actually feel. They just, the response curve and how they feel and how they work is just flawless, frankly. It feels like using a CDJ, so it's very comfortable and very natural. The other thing I like really is that it's just so bright. The displays are bright, the button backlighting is bright. Gotta love that. Another thing I also really, really like about this controller, dual microphone inputs. Now, in a club environment, that may not be a big deal, but for mobile DJs, I don't know about if you're a mobile guy, I don't know how you feel about it, but when I'm doing weddings and such, I love having dual mic inputs so that I can have one mic and that I've got a separate mic that I can hand to the best man to do the toast and that sort of thing. So it's something I always look for. So dual mics, not only are there dual mics, but you get a variable echo effect, and you also get high and low EQ, which is kind of a nice touch, to be perfectly honest. Now, back to those inputs. You can use it standalone, but you can do that with 2 tracks. So the way this actually maps out is you've got 4 channels, as you can see here. All 4 support both PC inputs, so you can use it in 4-track mode with Serato, but also line inputs, which can be configured to be phono as well. And then the middle 2 can also be switched to the standalone engine mode, where it's pulling content off the USB drives. But these can be mixed and matched freely, so you can, which is how I have it set up at the moment. I've got a Serato track here, and I've got a USB track track here. You can mix and match. You can put your external inputs. You can hook CDJs to it if you want. You can just do it however you want to. But what's kind of cool about that, not only does it have USB inputs, but it's got dual USB. So if you have this as perhaps the kind of default standard bit of hardware in a club, you can have one DJ working off one of the USBs. When it's time to hand off, they can put their content into the second USB. Third DJ comes along with a laptop and Serato, that can be hooked up, and all of it can be transitioned smoothly without any breaks of any kind, which is kind of neat. So I like it a lot, frankly. Now the MCX8000 is going to set you back about $1,300, so it is a bit of an investment if you're buying it for yourself, but I think that a lot of DJs are going to like it, even with the, you know, maybe it's not as portable as something compact and plastic, but that's neither here nor there. It still is portable, so whether you're a solo DJ taking this with you someplace, if you're a mobile guy doing events, or if perhaps a club, bar, or restaurant looking for kind of a standard configuration to just have something available in the club for DJs, I think it makes a great choice, so definitely check it out. It is the Denon DJ MCX8000. I am Wesley King for DJ Times Magazine, and we'll see you next time.